Hey,
How are you?
good. How are you?
Very good.
Very good.
Our teapot is singing.
Oh, I was wondering. Ah,
Have
so
you
you
met
have created your.
Probably I haven't met.
Morisaki? Hmm.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Martin.
Marty-san. I'm Joe.
I'm
So
Simona.
Excellent.
Marty.
Uh, so Ria is asking, where are you from, Martin?
So, well, I live in Portugal,
Oh, okay.
where I am now,
Uh-huh.
but my nationality is Dutch. So,
Oh, okay.
Hooranda Jin.
Okay, I see.
Yeah. So, but I live in Portugal at the moment.
Mhm.
But that my house is in Portugal. My base is in Portugal. But then I work in different places, but at the moment I'm here. So.
Okay. And so you love tea? You like
Yes. I love tea. I love tea very much. No, I love tea very much, and I've been involved with the association for since not the beginning, but almost the beginning, very early on. Yeah. I think I just found you online somehow. I can't even remember how I found the organization,
What
but
a lucky chance.
yes. And so I like tea, and I'm learning. I'm an amateur, of course, but I'm learning quite a bit with you. It's very interesting.
Yeah, we all started somewhere.
I started somewhere, and so unfortunately, maybe Simona has told you, but I did not. Your tea is in Lisbon.
Yeah.
Your tea has arrived.
my tea?
Your
Or the tea that.
No. Okay. I
そう
said,
今リスボンにいるけ
リスボンにいるけど
どまだ手まで届いてないもう近い so close but not enough.
No. But so I cannot because there's a bit of problems with the customs, but I do have I have your teas here because Matsu was so nice to send me some samples not long ago that arrived well, and so I can use these, right? I have the sencha and the kabuse sencha.
Yeah, we will share a bit more. Ria is going to also explain how to make his tea.
Okay.
So when it finally reaches you, you will be ready.
Yes. That will be good. Yeah. So no problem. So yeah, this is good. I think it's an excellent initiative that you're doing. These online things. Well, it has been a bit, started with the COVID situation, of course.
Yeah.
But maybe you were thinking about it already. But now it's really on. It's good. It's excellent. So I'm very. Please, you were saying.
It's my first experience. So yes, kind of online tea party. So now I'm looking forward to
Yes.
This session. Yeah.
And to be honest, it's very first I think for all of us, it's the very first this type event, because we had other events, for the members, and we had the big events, but this is really the focus on the tea farmer. We are signed today. So it's a kind of a trial. So let's all give it a try and see how it goes.
Well, it's good. And I see. So of course it is evening. It is night in Japan, right? It is dark now, I think, outside.
But it looks so sunny over there.
That is. But of course, there's always the problem with the time. It's always a problem. You can never satisfy everybody because it's not possible.
Someone will suffer one way or another. But we found that this time tends to work quite well. I think especially between Japan and Europe. It's a bit harder for the North, South America, but sometimes people wake up early and join us as well.
Well, the East Coast is okay, sort of. The West Coast is like 4 in the morning or something.
Yeah.
The US, but okay, that's what it is. You can't have everything. Yeah. So how many people did register for the event? We are. I see.
Yeah, so we are getting more.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Oh, the audio is still connecting.
Connecting to audio. I see. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
But where is my son? I don't want.
Hello, welcome.
Hello. Thank you. My name is Xiaodong.
Nice to see you, Shadon.
Nice to see you too. I'm looking
Nice to see
forward
you.
to seeing you.
It must
too.
be an early morning for you, isn't it?
Oh yes, 7 o'clock.
Wow.
Oh, thank you. Thank you much.
So you remember I'm in New York.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm in Lisbon.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So I'm Martin.
We have a very nice triangular
I'm
covering
Xiaodong.
now many zones.
Mhm.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Great. So how are you doing, Shadon?
Pretty well. New York now and did very good job to control the coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
So, in America and now New York State is a safe state. Is a safe state, but the situation in the South, it's really serious.
Yeah. You see on the news,
Yeah.
it looks crazy.
How are you?
Me? Yes, I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And how about your throat? Sore?
Sure.
Yeah.
It's my throat was recovered. So last week is sorry, I couldn't talk. now it's okay. Now today is perfect.
Let's take it easy. Yeah. Yeah. The important thing is nice to see everyone here. Safety.
Thank you.
All right.
So did you get? Did you receive my key?
Yes, I got.
Okay. Okay.
Yay.
One,
Okay.
two.
Thank you very much.
Very good. Oh, it's already open. We can see. Did you try?
I just opened. I just
Okay.
opened.
Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, but the incense, the scent sounds good. Aroma sounds good. Yeah.
Okay.
I never tried the Japanese tea before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your first time?
Pardon?
Is it your first time? Sorry, I could not hear.
Oh yeah, this is my first time. I have some Japanese friend. They recommended me to try, but this is my first time to try. Yeah.
Great.
So I'm the instructor who teaching the Chinese tea culture in the Master College in the New York State, but only the Chinese art, only the Chinese tea art. So that is why I would like to come here to learn the Japanese tea art.
Is it a gong fu? Is it gong fu ceremony or?
Gong fu is the martial, the martial, yeah,
okay.
the action, and the tea art, the tea art, the tea art ceremony, and the tea, how they all things about the tea, and what kind of the tea, how many kinds of the tea, and where they come from, and how the tea farmer make them, and the benefit and the healthy tea.
Yeah.
This is I talk about the Chinese tea.
Yes.
That's why I come here to learn the Japanese tea. I would like to learn the Japanese tea and the Korean tea and the Indian tea, and the, and Sri Lanka, and
there is no better source for learning than tea farmer. So today is a very good chance. I think Ria has prepared a lot to share about his tea and his way. So yeah, today we have the whole hour to talk about Japanese tea. And actually we should still have a couple more people joining, but maybe they had some difficulties. So whenever they can, hopefully they will join us. But I think we don't need to wait any further. We can already start. And just I was saying to when Martin joined us at the beginning that I wanted to explain about this event a little bit, because it is the very first time to hold such an event, and it is very special that you joined us today, so we really appreciate that. And the idea of the event, as you probably could see, is to basically introduce the tea farmer and their teas to the foreign audience, but also everyone around the world, tea lovers, get to know the Japanese tea and Japanese style and the people who are behind it. So it is basically making the borders disappear thanks to the internet and connecting us directly and learning about each other. So today, super happy to have Ria-san with us.
It's the same. Today, I really appreciate it for joining this meeting. So I wanted to share my how to product Japanese tea, and so my experience and my knowledge. So let's enjoy together. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Great. So today, just to explain how today we designed it or structured. So we want to start actually first with brewing tea. So Ria-san will show how to make the tea. And then we will have a bit of explanation from him with a presentation about tea making in his farm and how it is processed and so on. And at the end, we will have another tea and some free time for us to talk about how Ria-san works or what he does. And if you have any questions anytime, feel free. We just want to have this friendly tea room, friendly tea space. So we all come. Yeah. So are you ready to start?
yeah.
Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
So, share.
僕のバックグラウンドから説明をしたいな。
違うスライド。
Oh.
Wow. Okay, so first, a little bit of information about Ria-san.
Okay, let me introduce myself. So my background is okay. Now I live in Wazuka, Kyoto. But actually, I was born in Hachioji City. Hachioji City is located in east side of Tokyo. So and I worked after graduating university. So I worked as a system engineer for 5 years. So at university, so I studied information technology and environmental engineering. So after that, so I really thinking about my future. So what I want to do in the future. So after that, I would like to work in a job related to Japanese culture, especially I really loved to drink Japanese tea since I was a child. Actually, my parents like coffee, but when I was a child, so I am drinking green tea every day by myself. So I really love to drink, and so that's why I wanted to work in a job related to Japanese culture. So after system engineer, so I started to study about Japanese tea. So in Wazuka, so yeah, and so I trained in some tea farmer of Kyoto. So first I was studied under a Sencha tea farmer. After that, so I was trained Tencha and Gyokuro tea farmer, and so after that, so I started to rent small tea farm, and so now I'm 生産ちょっと茶畑ちょっとなんていうかまあ今少しずつお茶の生産量が増えてるっていう。
So I can translate. Maybe sometimes I will help Ryo-san with some English. So he was saying that from the beginning until now, the farming area, the tea production area is growing and increasing gradually.
Okay, so this is my introduction.
No problem, no problem.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions so far?
So you never worked, oh, you worked as an engineer like in a company, I assume, or?
Yeah, so.
Okay.
That's pretty cool, from the environmental engineering, and to be a tea farmer in a tea instructor. That's very pretty cool.
And I think we can also introduce the picture.
Yes.
They are seeing.
Yeah, this picture. So this picture is my family, my wife, and my son. My son is now 2 years old. So now I produce my tea with my family.
Very happy family.
Yeah, thank you.
And how old you say that you were drinking tea already as a child when you were young? How old?
I think 6 or 7. When I was elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting, I think at least here in Portugal, where I live, and I'm Dutch from the Netherlands, people say no, children must not drink tea or coffee. So, and I think it's very different in Asia.
So the other day when Ryo-san came for a meeting, when we were talking about this event, his family also came, and actually his son was really grabbing every cup of tea, like drinking the whole cup down.
That's why.
So already likes tea from the young days.
Very young, yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, probably. Is it the same in China, Xiaodong?
Oh yeah, and in China, and we don't mind how old people can drink tea, from the young, very young. And I have a grandnephew, and as long as he's here, he wanted me to have a cup of tea for him, and he's just 4 years old.
Oh, sweet.
And I assume it would be pure tea. There's no sugar, no milk, right? Just
pure tea,
real tea, of course.
No milk, very pure.
No, just real tea. Yes.
Yeah, just a real tea.
I think the sweets in Asian culture, they don't come inside the cup, they come next to it, like a small sweet or a small like sugar candy or something. Yeah. But
Yes.
we can enjoy the tea pure again. So would you like to share one of your teas, Yosan?
Oh, okay. So how to brew
Yeah.
sencha? Okay. So now I want to explain how to brew sencha.
Oh,
Sencha. Okay.
Sencha. Yeah, sencha. Yeah, green
Another
tea.
one.
Yeah, is so sencha is most popular tea in Japan is green tea. It's steamed green tea. Yeah, and so let me explain. Okay. Quite often.
Also opening a trash bag.
Yeah. 日本茶はちょっと低温で入れるのは、まあ、ちょっと他のお茶と違う点っていうのは、
ちょっと低めで。
低めで。まあ、
We just watching or follow you.
Yeah, so Ryo-san was saying that maybe it's what is a little bit different about Japanese tea that we tend to brew it at a little bit lower temperature, not boiling water.
And so the unique characteristic is a shape. So Japanese green tea is shape is like a needle. So later I will explain why shape is a needle. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do what, 70 degrees Celsius or 80 degrees Celsius? What's the?
Yeah, as so I recommend 80 degrees. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just putting the water to that temperature.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, pretty. Yeah, the aroma pretty good.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
So we changed the background so you could see better what we are doing.
Yeah, so the first so two degrees.
Temperature.
Yeah, 2 degrees temperature. So first I put the hot water into teapot, and after that, so I recommend to put the hot water to cup from teapot. 一回その急須とかに入れると10度下がりますみたいな感じで。
And there is a saying actually why we do this way. It is because one time when you move the water from one place to another, the temperature decreases about 10 degrees. So if we had boiling water in the kettle, as soon as we pour it into the teapot, we get 10 degrees less, so about 90. And when we pour back from the teapot into the cups, we decrease it further to about 80. So now this is what we have, about 80 degrees, and pouring into the teapot over the tea leaves.
So,
I'm still waiting for the water to heat up here.
Okay.
なんで日本茶は少し低温で入れるかというと、ちょっとその旨味をちょっと感じてもらいたいから、だからちょっと低めの温度で入れるのが、いいですね。
はい。So what Ryo-san is saying, it is common for Japanese tea to decrease the temperature so that we would have more umami taste, more sweeter taste. that we could enjoy this side of Japanese tea.
Yes, it's very good.
あとでももちろん高い温度でももちろん召し上がっていただきます。そっちの方が香りはもっと強く出やすくなるかな。
But it is actually quite fine to brew tea with hot water as well. Wow, very nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
cool.
well prepared. Yeah, so basically brewing, oh, beautiful.
That is mine.
Nice.
That is mine. Oh, yeah.
So brewing with hot water is actually fine too. And in that way, you can experience more of the aroma. So maybe the taste will become a little bit stronger.
I'm sorry.
No worries. But the aroma will become stronger with hot water. So there are a few ways, but we start today with this one.
しっかり。志村さんと、はい。北澤さんも。
Hi, Google. Okay, Google, broadcast. Susan, I need your help. All right, broadcasting now.
ビデオの問題。
ビデオの問題。
I think the video went out on one side.
Yeah.
Oh yes, because my husband is at home. He's a computer scientist.
Okay.
So yeah, I have an accident and no video here.
So
Yeah,
we leave for like a minute or so, yes?
It's 45 seconds.
45 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, you're back.
Thank you.
Oh, there you are.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful. So I guess we were a little bit faster. We're already drinking, but wow.
Oh,
nice.
nice. Nice color. It
Looks like sencha.
Yes.
It's a tiny little yellow actually, right? It's a little yellow tint to it. Yeah.
Yes, I think I should change the light color.
ちょっと黄色い。
Oh yes.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, very nice teapot. Mm.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we always have when we enjoy the tea alone, one person. We always have 2 cups. This is our culture, and the first cup is offered to the nature.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
And they're very small cups, I see. Yeah.
Yes, not too big. Not too
No,
big.
no. Good. Yes, yes.
Very beautiful.
Really beautiful, yeah.
Yours might be the biggest.
Great.
Kanpai.
Kanpai, can you say that with non-alcoholic drinks?
No.
Why not?
Great.
Thank you.
Yes, very nice.
めっちゃ美味しい。Yeah. So
okay. While drinking, so let me explain about sencha and my tea field. Okay.
One moment.
One moment, please.
We could see it. We could see the presentation.
For some reason, we couldn't press the next slide. So 1 second, we try again.
Okay.
Stop. Okay.
Okay.
So we just brewed one of them.
Yep. So it's my concept of product tea. So now I think tea field and so local environment is local environment, for example, mountain, forest, plain, rice field is part of kind of tea farm. So, of course, I'm working in tea fields, but sometimes so I'm working in mountain around tea fields. So to cut tea tree. To cut trees and to cut grass for putting weeds in tea fields. So I'm thinking so the tea fields and the local environment is very connecting. So and so how to make sustainability system, and so I'm trying to まあこういったお茶作りを頑張ってますね。
So he's trying to make the tea this way as part of the whole environment. So not just the tea field, but the surrounding environment as well.
Basically, so I'm farming. Basically, I'm doing organic farming. So this tea is also organic. So I haven't used pesticide, no chemical things. I haven't used. まあでも完全にその農薬とかが反対っていうわけではなくて、それはやっぱり人の手に負えないときはまあそう使うというのも一つの方法だと思うし、完全にそういうに反対してるわけではないですっていう感じ。
So what Ria-san is saying is that so he doesn't use any chemical or artificial materials. But to be honest, he's not completely against it. So there are ways where tea farmers produce conventional tea in Japan using these materials. But he chooses this different way, more natural way. Soなんでこうお茶作りたいですか？ケミカルなしで。
やっぱりそのまあ健康といったところと、あとはそのまあ今後その続けていくっていうためにはやっぱりその茶畑じゃなくてそのやっぱり自然環境全体を考えたお茶作りをしていかないとやっぱりその続けていくのがちょっと難しいのかなと。
So I asked, I think probably all of you were thinking of this question. So why does Ria-san choose this style of farming and not the conventional way? And so his answer was that, of course, one reason is health. So we know that not all chemical things are good for us or for the environment. And also the other reason is the sustainability that says on the top of the slide for the long continuation of tea, because if we use chemicals, we can often overexploit the tea plants and the land itself, and that may not be forever lasting. So basically looking into the future for more sustainability and for longer lasting of the fields and environment.
And does the fact that you studied environmental engineering at university, does that help you, or is that not relevant in this case?
Yeah, so, yeah, yeah. When I was a university student, so I studied about environmental engineering. That is helping it's my farming and
Okay.
コンセプトまあそれがやっぱりそういうのも関係してますね。
その教育あったから。
教育はだからやっぱそういうちょっとこういう考えにもつながったかなっていうのが思いますね。
So he's saying that maybe because he studied environmental engineering, it is possible that those ideas and those studies brought him to today, to this style.
Yeah. Excellent.
It's so tea farm profile. So now I produce sencha and hojicha and so white tea, and from next year tencha. Tencha is material of matcha. Yeah, so from next year, so I'm going to try. And now tea, my tea field is 120 acres, and now I have my cultivar is やぶきた、奥緑、山海三緑、ブラブラブラブラブラ。So Yabukita is very suitable for sencha. Okumidori is good for tencha and sencha. Yamakai is suitable for sencha. So その品種に合ったお茶作り、品種の特性に合ったお茶を作るようにしてます。
So actually, each cultivar, they have a little bit specification or like some special features about them. And so Ryo-san is actually making tea looking at what these cultivars are best at. So he chooses the cultivar basically, or he chooses the tea for the cultivar.
Right. And so you say very interestingly, the Yubukita is seed grown, so it's not not taken from another plant and then what is it called again? The name?
Cuttings.
Yeah, for cutting. So it is really seed grown, which is very different, right? I've read about this.
Is seed grown is different from usual Yabukita because seed grown is 50% is Yabukita, but 50% is
something else.
Something else. So but the seed grown is very very strong for and sick and insect damage.
Okay, because okay, what I was reading is that you have defined once you have a nice cultivar, so people use cuttings so that they will have always the same characteristics after that. But of course, with seed grown, there's always you don't really know exactly, right?
Yeah, that's right. So,
but you choose seed. Is everything you use seed grown or just the zarai or the yabukitas?
Only Yabukita. So
okay, the rest is cuttings or
So zarai.
Okay, I have two questions. And one is I should say, and I completely trust your tea is organic tea. And because of two reasons. One, you studied environmentally in the university. So you know how important environmentally for the tea. And the other reason it is I saw your local environment and your tea with the grass in the field. That is impressed me a lot because and most of the farmers they don't have a grass. They don't have a grasses with their tea in the fields. But the organic tea fields, and always with the grasses. So I'm very impressed that you are a tea field. So the other thing it is, I would like to know. So could you explain more about the meaning of the tea you produced from your tea farm, like the shen cha, white tea, and hao ji cha, like this. So what exactly the meaning? Because the Chinese tea, we have 6 kinds of the teas, and every tea, like a red tea, black tea, white tea, and we know why we have this name for it. So thank you.
Yeah, very good.
I think Yasan has the answer in the next slides.
Yes. これをもっと詳しく説明して
そうそうそう、どういうものか。
Okay, so first of all, okay, I will explain about each kinds of tea. Okay. First, this is my tea field. I have 4 tea fields. This is one of
40.
4.
Only 4 fields.
4.
4 fields. Okay.
4 acres.
Yeah, and this one is tea field 2. This one is tea field 3. And so actually, I don't have a picture of tea field 4. Okay. These are my tea field. My tea field is located middle of mountain. So, how to produce sencha green tea? So this is sencha factory. So after harvesting tea leaves, so soon we bring tea leaf to factory, and first of all we steam green tea. So I think usually Chinese green tea they
Fried.
They fry, yeah, fried, yeah. They usually fried, but in Japan, so we steam. This is Japanese tea characteristics. So
yeah, we have several ways to do it. Steam also we steam, but most of them fried and roast.
So we steam.
So most of them are fried immediately with the fresh tea leaves. Yes.
Yeah. First let it. Yeah, immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, fried it.
Okay.
I think Chinese tea. So before fried or steaming, so they put tea leaf under sunshine or under shadow for fermentation. So, but Japanese tea we do not do that. So
So different way to do that. So have you been to China?
中国行ったことありますか？
ないです。Okay, so after that, so first, so we put the tea leaf to rough rolling machine. So ここで乾かしながら、ちょっとまず揉んでいきますと。それはお茶をこう出やすくするために。
So at first, after steaming, as Ryo-san said, the tea leaves go into rough rolling machine. where they are slightly heated, so slowly the outer moisture dries out and it starts to roll the leaves, to kind of massage them.
After that, so これでその針みたいなこうちょっと形状、まあもより細かく揉んでいくみたいな。
And so after the first rolling, rough rolling, to get to the final shape of Japanese tea, the straight needle shape, we have this step that basically straightens the leaves. At first it is quite curly, it doesn't have a straight shape, but this machine does the straightening step.
After drying, so we sencha was made. まあ、煎茶ができますと。
So these are the main steps. What we saw was the steaming, rolling, and lastly is drying. And after these three steps, we get sencha.
多分昔はその最初に煎茶が開発された時はそこまでこういう針みたいな形状では実はなかったんだけど、時代の変化とともにだんだんこう針みたいになってきたんですよ。
So Ryo-san is saying that maybe in the past, if we look through history, the loose leaf tea did not have such a straight shape. It is likely it was curly at first, but through the passing years, it gained this shape that is now recognized as Japanese tea.
Yeah, it's very specific for Japanese tea, I think. Right?
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
So, do you have any question about how to produce sencha? まあ、作るポイントは、その常にこう人肌、その。
So how many? I'm sorry. Excuse me. How many steps produce of this shinchang?
Okay. This one is steaming is the first step, and the second step is rough rolling. So actually, there is a third step. So could you see this machine?
Yes.
This machine, yeah. This machine is like nejiru.
So it kind of starts to tighten the leaf. To roll it like a screw, you know, the shape of the screw. So it basically kind of rolls the leaf into itself.
Okay.
And after that, so that machine makes needle shape, and finally, so we put into this machine for just drying, and that's it.
So the last step is dry.
Yeah, dry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how to produce hojicha? So actually, hojicha simply. So hojicha is roasted green tea. So if you roast sencha, you can make a hojicha actually. But yeah, and my kind of technique how to roast hojicha. So first I separate leaves into small tea leaf and large tea leaf. So and second step roast small leaf under low temperature. Roast small leaf with low temperature, about 60 to 70 degrees. After that, so roast large leaf with kind of high temperature. And after that, so put two sides of leaf together. Is a point is separate leaves into small and large to prevent from burn. Burn. And so if you burn tea leaf, it will be very it will be very bitter.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a point one, and point two is material. So I usually use Zairai. So the reason why I use Zairai tea leaf is kind of hard compared to Yabukita or Okumidori. So it's hard tea leaf, difficult to burn. So so taste and nutritious がまあちょっとそういう、まあ、焦げにくいから味とか成分がこう残りやすいっていうか、その。
So it seems that Zaira is much more difficult to burn them in the roasting process. So they keep more of the taste components. They have the richer taste. That's why Ryo-san chooses to roast Zaira cultivar tea.
Yeah, so yeah, my porridge material is mainly Zaira. Yeah. So this one is my roasted machine. So this machine あれこれちょっと実は動画でそうです。あれあ、違うか。これ動かない。One moment, please.
これ自分で撮る。So I think Ryo-san wanted to show how it works with the video, but for some reason we cannot get it started. But so,
perhaps you can just share the video, you know.
Oh yeah.
Show the video on a separate. I mean, not in the not inside the presentation, but just outside the presentation. Is it possible?
Yeah, outside of presentation. Yeah.
どっかでシェアできるかな。
Yeah.
If you quit the presentation view here.
So I think right now we only have this file, but Ryo-san says we can send it or share it with you after.
Okay.
Yeah, after it's good.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, this machine was made 50 years ago. So I was clean up this machine and I repaired some parts. So now I'm using this machine. So this machine is very kind of small, but is very good for porridge. I like this machine. Yeah. Later, I will share.
Looks very cute.
my wife was painting.
Oh, great. Yeah. How old? 50 or 15?
50.
Yes.
50.
50, so 50. Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty long.
Very old machine. Yeah.
But looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, I was yes. まあ、so I have so Instagram and Twitter account. So if you have these SNS, so please check it.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
I was a little nervous.
It's normal. It's normal.
But pretty good, pretty good.
ありがとうございます。
Yeah. So I have one question and the tea you just introduced. What's the name?
あ、ほうじ茶
And it belonged green tea or red tea.
So it's green tea, Shada.
Green tea. Oh, green tea. Okay.
Because
Yeah.
what I understand is that so the gradation, so to say, system from China, right? You said green tea and then red tea and then black tea at the end. There's 6, right? It's in the, if I understand it correctly, it's basically different grades of fermentation.
Yeah, because I see the color is a little dark than the Xincha.
Maybe I can add just to this question. So like Ryo-san said, hojicha is considered green tea, even if it looks brown at the end. The reason is because we start with green tea. So the material of the hojicha is green tea. So we process the same way as Ryo-san explained. As for sencha, we get green tea and at the very end we roast it. So it belongs.
There's no fermentation involved. There's no further fermentation involved.
So no fermentation at all. I think maybe
minimum.
Yeah.
And I think there's sometimes a little bit, how to say, use of the word fermentation. So when we talk about
withering, really.
we normally say oxidation.
Yeah, withering, oxidation is the correct word.
Yeah, with bacteria, more biological.
No, that's correct. You're right. It's not the right word. It's oxidation.
So, but still, if we open some older books, they still use the word, and it's not very clear which one to choose sometimes.
No, but there is also fermented tea, but that's something different.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Like
I think pu'er is fermented tea, really.
Right.
No?
Pu'er is 100% fermented.
But does it use bacteria cultures to get it? No.
Bacteria and just a pipe there.
So
nature ferment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Nature.
Yeah.
It's, in Japan, so Japanese tea firm mainly make sencha or tencha. So these are not fermentation. But I think recently, so some tea farmer is trying to make kind of a fermentation tea, oolong tea or black tea. So some tea farmers start to try. So now I'm trying since 3 years ago. So I started to make white tea.
Yes, you mentioned white tea. Yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. White tea.
White tea, yes. And so first picking picking by hand. After that, so five or 10 minutes, I fermentation tea under sunshine, weathering. And after that, so I dry tea for 4 days or 5 days. It depends on weather and climate. So finally, so I'm drying. I dry tea leaf with kind of charcoal. It's a very low temperature, 60 or 70 degrees. So
Okay.
now I produce only 2 or 3 kilograms per year. So, so I was starting to produce white tea as well.
Mm. Interesting.
And some tea farmer now they are studying about black tea and oolong tea.
Yes.
まあね。でも
Yes, I think that oolong tea and black tea are still very rare in Japan culture, tea
Mm.
culture, right?
Not too much. It's
But very, very common in Chinese tea culture.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You are expert about the Chinese tea.
yes. I think so. Young generation people prefer fermentation tea. For example, black tea,
Okay.
and oolong tea.
Okay.
Would rather than sencha or yeah. Especially young generation prefer these teas.
Do you know why? Is it easier to drink, or is it just a fashion thing, or do you know? Or you don't?
I think aroma is very strong.
Stronger, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, second reason is kind of そういうファッショナブルっていうか、is second reason is these are new things. It's not all the same. Young generation people prefer new things. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
Plenty personal.
In Dutch language, we say that the grass of the neighbor is always greener than our grass.
How do you say that in Dutch?
Het gras van de buren is altijd groener. So you see, oh, that's interesting because that must be different, so it must be good, you know. So that's,
Yeah.
it's normal. It's normal. Yeah. So I never had white tea. I never had the chance to taste it. So what is different, you know, compared to green tea, sencha? Is it more subtle? Is it more strong? I don't know. I have no idea.
The taste and aroma is different. So, 白茶ってすごい小さい芽を使うから、この白い毛みたいなのいうちょっと独特の味がするし、まあ一応させてちょっと花っぽい香りがする。
So for white tea, especially the way that Ryasan makes, you pick only just the very tip, so just the shape, not the open leaves, and they tend to have more nutrients, some kind of richer taste, and they have the baby tea hair. If you look, yeah, so it has a little bit of a special taste already by itself, and when you wither it, it gains also a little bit of flowery aroma.
Okay. Okay. Oh, let's try it one.
Yeah, I think I need to try the Japanese white tea, and white tea in China, and it's not very much, but it's very healthy for the people. And the process is very simple. Just let it there, ferment it for 10%, and then dry it.
Okay.
So it is more, it is more nature, much process, steps of process. So I would like to know the Japanese white tea. The aroma is like the fruit aroma for the Chinese white tea. But I would like to try the Japanese white tea also.
まあ僕その在来品種を使ってるから、その木によってそのちょっと香りもやっぱり違う。まあそのフルーツみたいな香りがするやつもあれば、そうじゃないやつもあるし、まあでもやっぱりちょっと花っぽい香りがやっぱり強いっていうね。
So very interesting about Rio's white tea is that he's actually using Zairai. We talked before, you know, the native
The coarser leaves.
cultivar, which means that each tree can be very different from another. So he says maybe if there are trees, tea trees that have a bit more fruity aroma, the tea can end up having fruity aroma. But speaking in general, according to Ryo-san, the white tea he makes tends to have more floral aroma.
Okay, interesting.
And まあ、中国でもやっぱそうですけど、やっぱり全然、作れない。あと、やっぱすごい乾燥に時間がかかるから、やっぱりたくさんは作れない。
So a little bit of difficulty with white tea is that it's hard to produce a large amount because we use young shoots, so they're very small, and drying takes also quite a long time. Usually the amount will be very small.
Now actually, so I wanted to produce more, but so it's now 2-3 kilograms per year is first rush. It's my limitation.
Need more hands.
Needs more. Needs more people.
Yes.
And it needs more space. Space to put tea leaf.
So do you sell your teas locally, or do you sell them globally online, or what? How do you do that? What do you do?
It's in Japan, so I'm selling tea online, and globally, so I don't have a online shop, but so sometimes people who live in overseas, so they ask me to sell tea, so I reply that, so sometimes I send tea leaf to global.
Okay.
We can see Ryo-san's shop.
Yeah, we need to go to your website and order. I think I will be your client in the rest of my life because your tea film very, very impressed me.
So if you want to, so you can come. I can show my tea farm you, and you can visit.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to visit Japan to have this retreat because I plan to go to Japan in May this year, but because of the virus, so we cannot go there. So I'm looking forward to visit your farm.
Yes, because you're next to Obubu, or you're in the same region, right?
Yes. It's a bit very close. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes I'm helping Obubu working.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good friends.
Good friends. Yes.
That is excellent.
Yeah, very excellent. Yeah, very impressed. And this is help us to know more about, help me to know more about. I think this is a start. I'm going into the Japanese tea knowledge field.
Yes. Anytime. So if you have any question about the Japanese tea, so please send a message. Please send a message anytime. I can.
Yes, great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Xiaodong, you must know that Simona wrote a book about Japanese tea.
Oh, maybe is that right?
Yes. I have an electronic version here. It's good.
It's good. Okay, thank you for recommending me to read that book.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So
Uh,
actually, we are slightly over time, but we haven't tasted one tea. So shall we make it for the end?
So it's hojicha. So
Hojicha. Okay.
hojicha is a roasted green tea. So
Yes.
okay.
I don't have hojicha here, but that's okay.
Come on, Martin.
I will do the kabuse sencha if you don't mind. I don't. But I have to clean my my chawan. I have to clean the teapot.
Okay.
Just one second. Go ahead.
So I have several tea sets in my tea room.
Oh,
So I can change anytime. Excuse me.
Okay.
Stay there. Okay? Stay there. Okay.
Okay, maybe I've got something closer to hojicha. It's not quite hojicha, but it's what Matsu sent me. The pan fried tamarioku cha.
Okay.
So it's pan fried. It's fried. So it's a little bit hojicha, not quite.
so the way to make Japan's hojicha is
More temperature.
So is hojicha is okay. For to enjoy aroma, so hojicha use hot water. It's 100 degrees, so you don't need to degrees temperature. Just put the hot water directly from kettle. Yeah. So if you put hot water, please wait 30 seconds. 30, 30, yeah, seconds.
When I have friends who have no experience with real tea, you know, who just drink the normal supermarket tea, and I want to introduce them to real tea, normally I start with hojicha because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to drink also. It's not as specific, you know. If you never drink green tea before, you have to get used to it. It's not easy.
So here we very careful to drink the tea the time, the season.
There's a different tea for each season.
oh.
Different. Yeah.
Ah.
And in summer, actually, we don't drink green tea. We drink red tea.
Oh yes, I've heard about
Yeah,
this.
because summer and it is very hot. The temperature is very high. You have to more energy to support your healthy and your body physics. So
Yes.
we have a lot of the sweater in the summer, so we need more energy. So we drink the red tea, and the green tea usually we drink in the springtime. In the spring.
Yeah.
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 So good.
Also, the springtime, the green tea will be very fresh.
Yeah, very fresh, and need to clean. Yeah, need to clean the whole winters.
Yes.
Stuff in the body.
Yes. Yeah. Right.
Wow, so wonderful, the aroma.
What I also learned from other people on this group is to make cold tea. So basically, we take the sencha and then put it with like maybe 6 grams or something, and then put like half a liter of water and put it in the fridge and leave it there for the night or even like a day, and you have a wonderful tea after that. It's amazing. I was amazed that it tastes so well.
Okay.
A cold tea.
Yeah, it's a cold tea. So it's a sencha and hojicha. Both are okay with cold water. So it's now I think Portugal and United States is summer season. So yeah,
Yes,
I
it's
recommend,
warm.
yeah, water will be good. Yeah.
Excuse me. But one question I should mention it. And if you see the cold water, the cold tea, and the hot tea, and the cold tea, it is not so as clear as the hot tea. Yeah, that is because of the caffeine. In a colder temperature, it doesn't melt in the water. So that means you have more caffeine when you drink a cold tea.
Cold tea, okay.
But hot tea and the more clear, that is because the caffeine and melt in the hot water. So you have the taster is not so bitter. Yeah, because caffeine, the taste of the caffeine is bitter.
It's bitter. Yes, you're right. It's easy because you can. I've tried it. You can leave it for many hours, and it doesn't go bitter. It's all sort of always good. Yeah, which is kind of interesting. But that's interesting. Yeah.
It has a big effect on the taste. And when you're talking about the bitter taste, so one of course is caffeine, but just to add to that, the other side of the bitter taste is catechin.
Catechins, yeah.
Yeah, catechin, yeah, also, yeah, catechin. So that is why the green tea and always need a shadow when grow it. When grow the green tea in the field, and they need more shadow.
Okay, so in China it is always shadowed, always?
Yes, green tea, not as much
for green tea. Okay.
Green tea and more sunlight and more bitter.
Yes. So exactly, yeah.
Because catering and more in the sunlight.
Yeah.
In the shadow and less the catering.
Yeah. So I think, is that correct? So we have I have this one that I was sent. So this is the. Can you read it properly, or is it the other way around? I don't know. Is it a mirror? Is it mirror image?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay. So the kabuse sencha. So it's sencha, but kabuse sencha. I think, is it correct that this is a little bit shaded compared to sencha? So this has been in the shade for maybe some time. And sencha has not been in the shade, or very little.
The shaded, the one you were showing is called kabuse sencha, and usually it's about 10 days or 14 days of shading.
And the sencha is not shaded. normal sencha, not.
Yeah, not shady.
Okay. Okay.
Your tea? Yes.
Yeah, you see the Hojifu tea are just the blue. It's so wonderful, the color.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
so
yes.
clear. There, right? It's so clear. Yeah, I love the aroma. I love this kind of the tea.
It's a beautiful tea.
Very, very beautiful and very, very enjoy it.
I like drinking that in the evenings.
Yeah.
Actually,
The
because
evening.
because it's like calming my body and my after dinner, you know, it's like I like that the tea a lot for the evenings. Yeah.
Great.
Hojicha is less caffeine.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. It's also suitable for children or smaller. Yeah. Very good.
So as we are tasting the second,
Yeah, great.
so actually we went a little bit over what we planned today, and I think when we have the tea, we cannot stop the time, or we do not feel the time. But we are in this space that is called Wazuka Smart Work Office. So let me just show you around. And to be honest, the building has already closed. So,
What do you mean?
so
Because of the evening, because it's evening.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
evening. So it's really nice to have you both today. Unfortunately, the other two people somehow couldn't join. We will have
I hope they didn't mistake with the hour. That they don't like. Oh,
yeah, I
it's
think so.
like it's
Maybe
2
they
hours
mistake.
from now.
Yeah, I think so. They mistake the hours, the time.
Well, too bad, but we are happy that you were able to join and that we were able to hold this very first Meet the Tea Farmer, Meet Ryo-san.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It's excellent initiative, and we should do more of these. It's
Yes, I agree.
And I'm very happy you think that, because we thought of this idea, but we didn't know what will be the reaction. But you're giving us very positive feelings. So actually, next month we are planning to do another session with a tea farmer from Shizuoka.
Excellent.
You have met him. He participated in a few events. His name is Jun Watanabe. So so he will be also explaining about his way of production, and it's a different region, it's a different scenery, so it is going to be also another interesting event, I believe. Yeah.
Excellent.
Have a look if you like.
Great.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And maybe one last word at the end from Ryo-san.
Today I really appreciate it for joining Team meeting. So I hope you guys are interesting about Japanese tea. So if you guys if you drink green tea or hojicha or matcha, so I'm really happy about as a tea farmer. So I want to produce more I want to produce more good tea, so year by year. So and it's today thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. Just go to your website and then we can order.
Okay. Yeah. So this online shop. So please send a message directly. So I have inquiry form website. So please send a message to Shimona. Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
I must.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So wonderful. So wonderful.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Have a good day. And
okay. Thank you for now. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Yeah. See you next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.